What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today I'm bringing you guys another division video. And today's video is going to be focused on the global event assault. I really want to try to help you guys find people to play with. I know I've had a lot of questions. People have been asking me, hey Skills, can I team up with you? Well, if you guys want to catch any of my streams, I will be exclusively playing on PC for this global event because I have nothing over there, and I slowly want to start doing more videos on PC and then also still do some PS4 videos. To do that, I need to have some gear sets, so I'm going to be farming Sentry Call, I'm going to be farming Striker, and then I might even be farming Reclaimers for PC. So if you guys do have a PC, you're more than welcome to join me during my streams. Check out my streams on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/nothingbuskills. Now, if you don't have time to link up with me, that's perfectly fine. What we're going to do in this video is, if you need somebody to play with or you want to help somebody, put your gamer tag down below, put your Uplay username, and that way they can link up with you. Also, say what you want to play. If you want to grind GE credits, if you want to grind the mask, whatever you want to do during this global event, just make sure you guys let people know in the comments what you want to do, and then also what time zone you're in. Also, if you guys haven't, another place for you guys to find people to play with is my Discord. I just created a Discord. It's called School of Skills, and that is a great place for you guys to team up with people. I do have division channels on there, so that way if you guys do team up with somebody, you want to use the voice channels, you can grind some GE, do legendary missions. Well, that is what the Discord is for. I wasn't gonna make a Discord, but a lot of you kept asking me, so make sure I'll put a link to the Discord in the description. So if you guys want to join that and then try to look for a team, you're more than welcome to do that. I think we have almost 200 members on our Discord, so it's growing daily, which is kind of cool. Just make sure you guys follow that link. Also, if you're having any issues with this global event, if you're having issues with the build to run, I just got a 6-piece classified striker set that I just threw together, and you can kind of follow this with any gear set you have. So I'm going to put that build at the end of this video, so if you want to take a look at that video, that will be there. It's going to be my 6-piece classified striker PvE set, and it's not even rolled 100% the way I would like to have it rolled, but it's just to show you that I still can put out a lot of damage. If you're watching this video right now, you're like, wow, Skills is doing some pretty good DPS, and I just got this lightweight M4 that had some pretty decent PvE talents, so I was able to re-roll a couple of the things, and then also the gear sets I rolled for PvE. So not only can you follow these rolls, you can follow these rolls for every PvE set, because remember, PvE sets, you want to have that enemy armor damage and damage to elites. So remember guys, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you're looking for a team, make sure you use the comment section. This video is for you guys to find people to play with. So if you don't have anybody to play with and you're looking for a team, this is the video for you guys. So use the comment section, put your Uplay, put your gamer tag, if you're on PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, your time zone, and if you're farming mask, if you're farming gear sets, if you're farming GE credits, whatever you're farming, put that in the comment section. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump right into the build video. So let's get into the build. So the gear set I'm running for this global event to farm is the only gear set I have. Now I am farming only on PC since I have every gear set on PS4, and the 6-piece that I'm running is this classified striker. This is one of the classified gear sets you can get from this global event. Now if you don't have the full set, put it together little by little, and before you know it, you'll be able to run this build. Now this build works really good because I'm stacking a lot of damage to elites and enemy armor damage. Now you can see my primary firepower is 280,000, that's firearms of 5,280. My toughness is 488,000, that's stamina 6,394, and my skill power is 124,000, that's electronics of 4,157. Now how do I have this build set up? So let's take a look at the chest piece. The chest piece, it's rolled electronics. The major attributes are health and enemy armor damage, and the minor attribute is ammo capacity. Now I had to roll electronics to unlock one of the talents on my lightweight M4, but you don't have to do that, and I'll explain that once we get to my weapon. Now what does a striker do? You guys should already know. Set 2 bonuses give me that 20% stability. Set bonus 3 is going to give me that 10% enemy armor damage. That's why Striker is really good on the PvE side, even though a lot of people use it on the PvP side. And then Striker's battle gear, every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%. Missing shots drops bonus by 2%. Bonus is reduced by 1% every second, and then bonus can be paused by EMP and is lost when exiting combat. Set bonus 5, you get an additional 5% enemy armor damage. So just running a 5-piece Striker, you're going to have an additional 15% enemy armor damage. That's just as good as having destructive on your lightweight M4. Plus you get that additional 10% stability, and then you get Striker's persistence. Every hit adds self-healing bonus for 0.02% of max health per second. The bonus is increased by 0.05% for every 3,000 stamina. Stacks up to 100 hits. Missing shots drops the bonus by 1 stack, and the bonus is reduced by 2 stacks every second. So I have my stamina at 6,000, so I'm going to have an additional 10% on top of the base self-healing bonus. Now I also have improved Striker's battle gear. Every hit increases the bonus damage from Striker battle gear by an additional 1%. 1%. So instead of the 4-piece only giving you 1%, you get that 2%. And then of course the missing shots drop the bonus damage from the striker bodyguard by 1%, and the bonus is reduced by 2% every second. That's why striker is so good, not only in PvE but in PvP. Now for the mods, I'm running stamina mods with 3% damage to elites, and these are stamina mods rolled at 211. These are pretty good. They're not max rolled for damage to elites. Damage to elites can max roll at 4%, and if you stack 5 of those, that's 20% extra damage to elites. Now I only have the 3% damage to elites, so I get an additional 15% damage to elites. So that's all gold and named enemy. And if you guys want to pick up these same exact stamina mods with damage to elites, you can pick them up from the Safe House Dante's Run. So you have till Friday to pick these up. I would highly recommend, if you don't have these and you want to build something close to what I'm running right now, you pick these up. For the mask, it's rolled firearms. The major attribute is 8% enemy armor damage, and the minor attribute is 12% damage to elites. So I'm stacking enemy armor damage and I'm stacking damage to elites on this build. For the mods, I'm running the stamina mod with 3% damage to elite. For the knee pads, the rolled stamina. The major attribute is health. The minor attribute is damage to elites, disorient resistance, and then increased kill XP. For the holster, the major attribute is 4% critical hit chance. You can change this to skill haste if you want to have a little bit more skill haste. I want to have a little bit more DPS, so I'm stacking critical hit chance on my holster. For the gloves, the rolled firearms, they have critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and 12% assault rifle damage. Now this is a place that you can remove the critical hit damage and actually put enemy armor damage on here. Now I'm choosing to leave critical hit damage on here because I don't have an extra pair of assault rifle gloves. Now I'm going to leave critical hit damage on here because I'm going to use these for my PvP build too. So since I don't really want to mess up these gloves just for PvE, I'm going to leave critical hit damage on here. Now if you're going to run this build strictly for PvE, remove that critical hit damage and put enemy armor damage. For the backpack, it's rolled stamina. The major attribute is critical hit damage, and the minor attribute is ammo capacity. Now I had to roll ammo capacity because I want to have more ammo and not have to worry about it. Now a lot of you guys might choose to roll the major attribute health on here. That's really up to you. You're having trouble controlling the lightweight M4, you can also roll stability on here. And then for the main attribute, that's really just to hit my numbers of firearms, stamina, and electronics. Now if we go into my weapon, which really makes this build, you guys want to run some type of assault rifle with this build, because remember, assault rifles get enemy armor damage, and the max enemy armor damage you can get on an assault rifle is 24%. So you already have 24% enemy armor damage just by using an assault rifle. I highly recommend you guys run some type of assault rifle with the striker build, so that way you can stack all that enemy armor damage and all that damage to elites, and you're going to see how hard you hit on those elite enemies. The base damage on this one isn't fully optimized. It's at 17.9k. The talents I'm running are strictly PvE, so we have ferocious, damage against elite and named enemies is increased by 10%. Now this is the talent that I told you guys I had to roll electronics on one of my gear pieces because I wanted to have this one unlocked. Now preferably, if I could have it perfect, I would like to have ferocious in the bottom slot, so it's already unlocked and I don't have to roll electronic. But since I really don't mind having electronics on a PvE build, it doesn't really bother me. But if I can get another lightweight M4 that has ferocious in the bottom slot and then the next two talents in the middle and top slot, I'll like that instead. So ferocious is an amazing talent to run in PvE because you get that additional 10% damage against elite and named enemies. Now destructive gives you that armor destructive value is increased by 15% when using this weapon, since named and elite enemies, and when you're playing those legendary missions, they have a lot of armor. This is great. This will melt through those NPCs that have armor, and before you know it, you can have so much enemy armor damage and so much damage to elites that you're just shredding everybody. So I always recommend having ferocious and destructive. Those are my two number one PvE talent. And then for the bottom talent, which I told you I would like to have in the middle or the top and have ferocious flipped here, sustain is a really good one. Killing a target increases your health by 6%, or what I really like is predatory, but that's really up to you if you want to have sustain on here or if you want to have predatory. But what you really want to do is have ferocious in this bottom talent, so you don't have to worry about hitting that electronics of 3,800. We're going to check out what my character stats are right now, and you're going to see how much enemy armor damage and damage to elites I have, and that's why only having 17.9k base damage really isn't affecting me. So you're going to see my critical hit chance is 23%, my critical hit damage is 92%, and my headshot damage is 87%. My stability, because of the striker 30%, is at 33% because I do have 3% rolled on the weapon. The damage to elites is 53%. So against elite and named enemies, I'm hitting them for 53% more damage. That's crazy, especially when you don't have that much firearms. So I'm just shredding through those NPCs, and then you stack that with 68% enemy armor damage. You can see how much damage I'm putting out with 53% and then 68%. It's just really amazing how much damage you can put out with only having firearms of 5,208. My skill power is 124,000. My toughness is 488,000, and then my max health is 333,000. My armor mitigation is a little bit low because this gear set is not fully optimized. It's at 31.75%. If we look how I have my lightweight M4 modded, my 5.52 hollow sight has 7.5 critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 6% headshot damage. I have an SR7 suppressor with 19% critical hit damage, 5.5 headshot damage, 2.5 critical hit chance. A small grip with 19% critical hit damage, 2.5 stability, and 4.5 optimal range. And then an extended magazine with magazine size, rate of fire, and critical hit chance. And if we go to my abilities, I'm running an overdose. The only reason I'm choosing to run an overdose over the boosted shot is because since I have so much damage to elites and I have so much enemy armor damage, I really don't have to worry about it. My self heal is at 123,000, and then my ally heal is at 55,000. But I'm really using this overdose for me, the 123,000 heal points every time I pop this. It's going to come back every 52 seconds. And then I also pair that up with an immune box. This is going to come back every 34 seconds, and every time I drop it on the ground and explode it, I get that burst healing. So it's another way for me to keep myself up. And then finally, I always run a recover link if I'm running in a team, especially in PvE, since a lot of people do go down. For the talents, I like running critical save, use a med kit during low health to increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. I like having strike back on there, reach low health to reduce active skill cooldowns by 20%. I love having precision on this build because I just put out more damage, headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. And then on the move, kill a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. But yeah, this is my build. This is the build I've been running for a global event assault, and I'm having really good time with it. Now, once I start doing my flawless runs, I might need to switch it up a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what I need to tweak out. I might need to add a little bit more stamina, drop the firearms down a little bit, play around with the build a little bit, but I definitely want to try to run flawless with this build. It's going to be tough, but if we have a healer, we have some nomads, maybe some final measure, we'll probably be fine. But if you want to catch any of my live streams during this week, I will be streaming all week long. Head over to Twitch. It's twitch.tv/nothingbutskills. Drop a follow, and that way you get notified. I am streaming more in the day than at night, and the turnout has been really good. So if you guys want to go over there and support the stream, just make sure you stop by once you see me going live. But I should be live every day this week around 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to have a chance to play with me, I most likely will be on PC, and if you're looking for a group, that's probably perfect time. As long as we can get some people with some pretty decent builds, we should be perfectly fine doing whatever we want to do. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, this is the first time you're watching a video, hit that subscribe button. I just want to say thank you again for all the support. Remember, if you don't see me last stand, if you don't see me skirmish, if you don't see me in the dark zone, I'm probably grinding the global event. Nothing but skills is out.